All right, welcome back, everyone. Look, if you're tuning in, you already know the drill, right? You know how to chat with AI, you can ask it for recipes, draft emails, all that basic stuff. But today we are moving way beyond that standard chatbot interface. In this hands-on explainer, we are stepping into a true masterclass. We're going to build a fully functional application together, step by step, from absolute scratch. And get this, we're going to do it without writing a single line of code. We are literally becoming expert orchestrators today. So here's the game plan for this explainer. First, welcome to the masterclass. 2, mastering system instructions. 3, building your first app. 4, integrating AI audio features. And finally, number 5, branding and our final pitch. Let's jump right into part 1. Welcome to the masterclass, where we enter the inner circle of advanced AI tools. To really get started, we've got to leave that standard consumer interface entirely behind. We're stepping into Google AI Studio. Now, this isn't your everyday run-of-the-mill prompt box. This is the inner circle for developers and power users. To quote our source material directly, this is the quiet back room where Google keeps every AI model it has ever made. I mean, just think about that for a second. You aren't just getting a basic text generator here. You are getting the keys to an entire workshop. It holds models for coding, for image generation, video, real-time speech, music composition, the whole shebang. And in this explainer, we're going to combine all of them into one cohesive product. Moving on to Section 2, Mastering System Instructions, or Setting the Ground Rules Before Building. Okay, before we touch a single design element or feature, we have to do exactly what any expert developer does first. We have to set the ground rules. You've probably noticed that standard AI kind of acts like a yes man, right? Like, if you feed it a terrible idea, it'll just politely agree and build it anyway. But when you're engineering an actual real-world product, you absolutely do not want blind agreement. You need a critical thinking partner. So we use a feature called system instructions to basically override that default politeness. We want an AI that pushes back, double-checks the facts, and prioritizes absolute truth over just, making us feel good. So here is exactly how you write this instruction to get that skeptical partner. In the System Instructions panel, you literally type, "You are here to think with me, not agree with me. Treat everything I say as a claim that needs verification. If my logic has flaws, point them out." And boom, once you save this, it becomes the permanent operating law for your entire project. The AI is now going to challenge you, which guarantees that what we build together is actually accurate and robust. That brings us to Section 3, Building Your First App, where we construct MuseQuest from scratch. With our rigorous ground rules locked in, it's time for the fun part, the actual build. We're going to create a fully interactive music discovery application, and let's call it MuseQuest. Now, we build the initial scaffolding using a single, incredibly detailed prompt, broken down logically. First up, the concept. We want it to feel kind of like Spotify, but heavily focused on discovering completely new genres. Second, the features. We're mandating a discovery quiz that figures out your specific music taste, plus a personalized dashboard to track your listening history. And third, the format. It absolutely has to be mobile first, ready to look perfect on a smartphone screen. Now, this is where things get genuinely incredible. We literally just dropped that exact paragraph right into the prompt box. We aren't sitting here coding CSS or HTML containers by hand. We just pick a design style and watch as it instantly codes the entire layout right in front of our eyes. Just like that, we have a beautiful, clean user interface with working tabs, a functional quiz section, and a stats page. All right, on to Section 4, integrating AI audio features, because we need to bring this silent interface to life. So that initial build looks absolutely stunning, but there is a bit of a catch. If you click on a track right now, it is completely silent. It's just a facade. So next, we give the AI a very specific instruction to wire in some advanced multimodal features. We tell it to bridge our user interface with a totally different AI model, Google's Lyra 3. And here's the kicker. Lyra 3 doesn't just pull MP3s from some pre-existing library. It actually composes music from scratch. So the moment a user taps on, say, a synthwave track in our app, Lyra 3 generates live, real-time music right on the spot. We literally just built an app with infinite, copyright-free music generated in real time. How wild is that? And finally, Section 5, Branding and Final Pitch. It's time to turn this product into a business.
Okay, now that we have a genuinely wild, fully functional product on our hands, we've got to shift gears. Any expert developer knows that building a great product is really only half the battle, right? Now we put on our business hats. We need to brand this experience and prep a pitch to actually sell the thing. Here is our rapid-fire workflow for that. We're going to generate a logo, drop it straight into our working app, spin up an AI-generated audio podcast promo, and then generate a full business landing page to pitch our app to a major record label. And we are doing all of this inside the exact same AI studio window.
For the logo, we just switch over to the free Nano Banana image model. We ask it for a black and purple waveform style design. Now, obviously, AI isn't perfect. At first, it hallucinates the text and decides to name our brand Melody Lab. But here's the beauty of it. You don't need to open Photoshop to fix it. You literally just talk to it. You just say, hey, the name is MuseQuest, actually, not Melody Lab. It apologizes, fixes it instantly, and then we just tell the system to take that new image and make it our app's header. Boom. A fully branded UI in seconds. Let's take a quick step back and look at the stack we've just orchestrated here, because this is the true power of this masterclass. We didn't just use a simple chatbot. We linked an entire ecosystem together. We used Gemini for the core logic and the code. We pulled in Lyria 3 for that dynamic live audio. We utilized Nano Banana for the visual branding, and we even used speech tools to create a realistic two-person podcast promo discussing our new app, all without recording a single second of actual human audio. Finally, we need a way to actually distribute this thing. So we prompt the system to build a premium partnership landing page pitching MuseQuest to T-Series, which is one of the biggest music labels in the world. In literally under a minute, it codes a professional business site complete with a 4-phase partnership plan, a strategic vision section, and a working contact form. Guys, we went from a blank screen to a working app, a brand identity, and a global pitch deck in minutes. And wow, that brings us to the end of our explainer. We just leveraged a suite of hidden models to create something that would normally take a whole team of developers, designers, and marketers weeks to pull off. And the craziest part? You have the exact same tools available to you right now. So the only question left to ask yourself is this. Armed with these advanced techniques, what are you going to build today? Let that sit with you. Thanks for joining me on this masterclass, and keep building.